Monster Hunter World features 14 different weapon types, with the Greatsword being one of them. In this guide, we'll take a look at exactly how to use this weapon to its fullest, as well as show you some things you may not know about it. The Greatsword isn't a particularly complicated weapon, however, it can be quite frustrating when you are first starting out because timing is everything when using it. Attacks have a fairly lengthy windup, and therefore it is easy to miss or be struck before you finish. For this reason, some knowledge of the enemy attacks goes a long way in mastering this weapon, and thus I wouldn't recommend it to new players. Use this weapon when you've hunted a monster a time or two and have some idea what you're up against. To begin with, we'll start with the Greatsword moveset. There are 3 basic combos that the Greatsword possesses. The first is triangle 3 times in a row, making sure you press forward and triangle on the last 2 parts. This combo does 3 vertical charge attacks in a row, with the last striking twice. The last hit of this combo hits like a freight train, so getting to this attack is vital to doing good damage. The second combo is circle 3 times in a row, which does a wide slashing attack rather than vertical ones, which is great for hitting multiple targets or for hitting an enemy that is proving to be too hard to hit with charge attacks. The second circle of this combo does a tackle, which does blunt damage and fortifies you versus damage, preventing some stuns and knockbacks. The last combo is circle, circle plus triangle, and circle again, which performs a rising slash attack in the middle instead of tackle. This combo is more suited for when you're attacking without fear of being struck, such as when a monster is on the ground or KO'd. Charge attacks have 3 tiers of charge, increasing in damage with each. The game has visual indicators that pulse and the controller vibrates stronger and stronger. This is important because you can overcharge each attack, resulting in tier 2 damage instead of tier 3. As mentioned above, the Greatsword has a move called Tackle that allows the player to effectively cancel their charge attack and fortify themselves while doing a bit of blunt damage, which can stun monsters if you connect with the head. This is useful when attacking particularly aggressive monsters, as it can save you from taking a lot of damage or being knocked back or down. It will also allow you to get to the end of your 3-hit combo faster, allowing you to get that big hit in you want. You can block with a Greatsword by pressing R2, although it isn't as effective as using a shield, prevents the least amount of damage in the game, and will cost you sharpness. You cannot move very quickly when using a Greatsword, so sometimes this is your only option, however rolling is much preferred. The Greatsword has the highest damage per hit of any weapon in Monster Hunter World, but extremely poor attack speed. Sharpness is generally not an issue for this weapon type because frequency with which you strike is much lower than most weapons. Learning to anticipate the attacks of monsters is the primary objective of would-be Greatsword users because timing is everything with this weapon. You can either deal insane damage or get smacked around, and it's rarely anywhere in between. Spend time observing the monsters you are hunting even when you're using other weapons, and you will be much more effective with this one. Get used to the feel of the charge attack combo by practicing with it, and watch the pulses and feel them in your controller. This will help make you more efficient with the Greatsword and help to improve your DPS. It doesn't take long, and you can practice anywhere. Lastly, mastering the use of Tackle will set you apart from other hunters using this weapon, because it will be the difference between living or dying against harder monsters. The Greatsword is very much a high-risk, high-reward weapon, and learning to tackle properly will minimize the risk and help you maximize your damage. Be sure to check out our other weapon and Monster Hunter guides for all your needs, and if you have specific questions, be sure to check out the Monster Hunter World Wiki. Good luck, hunters. May the furs be with you.